Hey everyone, Todd Michael Putnam here, just bringing a new video again for another table setup and an adventure idea. This particular one takes place on the deep inside of a swamp, in a jungle type setting. A lot of familiar components, but a couple of new ones that I brought in as well. The backstory to this is that players are searching for a witch doctor or a witch deep in these swamplands that supposedly has the ability to remove a curse that has been placed upon them. And so they are searching for it, and they've been wondering how it is that they can survive, how she can survive in this wretched swamp by herself. And as it turns out, it's because she has bewitched the great apes around her to basically be at her service. And so she has these very powerful bodyguards and this entire tribe at her disposal, protecting her from all of the dangers and whatnot of the jungle. And of course, that changes the scenario for the players. They're certainly not going to, or unlikely to be able to use force to leverage over her to get her to remove the curse. They're probably going to have to do some good role play and some bargaining in order to do that. And that's the idea. But of course, the swamp itself comes with its own terrors. I've got a froghemoth here that I haven't used before, and various other types of strange plant creatures wandering about that are pose dangers to the players. Excuse me, just ate. So the two new elements though that I put on this specifically is this one here I got on Etsy. This awesome giant panther type thing. Is just fantastic. It's a multi-part piece there, but I had it painted up in like an obsidian black and some jade teeth and eyes or whatever to it. And that's a fantastic piece. I got that off of Etsy. I cannot find another one of them. I'm not sure what happened, so best of luck finding another one, because the person that I got it from, I'm just not seeing them on anymore. So that's a really cool piece. But the other thing, this all came from the idea is actually I'm trying to figure out a way to do low levels of water, ankle deep or knee deep water type effects. And what I came up with was I found, you can see it right here. This is just window film, textured window film that I got. My particular size that I found was 72 by 36, which is not quite as wide as I'd like. I wish it was 72 by 48, but 36 is what I got. And what I do is I lay that over the battle mat itself. And so you can see it close up. It creates a little bit of a film. It gives you, when you're real close, you can just see a little bit of a difference there that, oh, okay. But as you pan back, as you go, it starts to change and the light bounces off it differently, and it gives it more of a water effect, as you can see. So, which is how real water is. If you're standing and you're looking down at your feet, of course you can see your feet just inside the waves, and that's not a problem. But as you look further and further out, the sunlight bounces off it. The reflection, whatever, is different, and so you get more of a sparkly effect. So when you come down at this angle here, you can see light bouncing off the water, and of course because it's textured, it's not just a solid sheen. It looks like there's tiny little ripples that, if you go to 28 millimeter scale, probably could be about right for something in water. If you pull it back up to higher though, you're looking down on it more, you can see the textures of the plant life and whatever that's underneath, that's growing just underneath the surface. So it was kind of a cool find, and it was like 38 bucks or something like that. So one time, but it's not sticky or anything, so you can just grab it and roll it up and use it over and over again. It's certainly small enough that you can cut it up. I plan on getting another one and cutting it up into various smaller sizes that I could put inside of rooms or things like that to show a room maybe has been flooded. But it turned out really well, and it allows the players to have a strong differentiation between, oh look, here's solid land that's not swampy or whatever, and then over here you can just see that oh yeah, okay, this is where the water is maybe knee deep or so for them. So just a neat little trick that I came up with, and it happened to work out okay. At least it's good enough to use for now, and pretty happy with the way that turned out. Other than that, not too much else here. Of course, the Dwarven Forge Dread Hollow Forest, use lots of those. These are the banks for that. Put some tiles underneath it just to elevate the lava pool a little bit. And this is a lava pool tile tray from Dwarven Forge. The floor of these are stone tile trays from Dwarven Forge, just in order to keep it like a stone altar type look. These are Ruins of Glendale, excuse me. For my ruins, I've used these a few times before. They work out great, and that's for the most part it. Those are the major components of it. Pretty straightforward and simple build. If you want to just go online and look for textured window film, you'll start to see a variety of ones, and the ones that I got just looks like there's ripples to it, essentially, because there's different ones that have different types of textures to them. This particular one has what appears to me to look like ripples, at least when you're standing up at the table looking at it from a couple feet away, and works out great. So there you go. That's what I have for this adventure. I appreciate you taking the time to check it out, and look forward to hearing your thoughts, and I'll see you again next time. Thank you so much. Take care. Bye.